Hey guys, I want you guys to check out this video of Namibia. The condition in Namibia, it's so horrible, it's so bad. Like the people been living in tents, they have no homes, they live in tents, they have no water. If you don't know Namibia it's a country that is mostly desert, so there's scarcity of water. So Namibia's people been living in deserts without water for so long. The children are naked in the desert, in the dirt. The children are naked. Most of the good land in Namibia, it's occupied. And occupied by who? It's occupied by white farmers. It's occupied by white people. The best land of Namibia, it's occupied by them. So it's time we actually do something. If you don't know who I am an African economic freedom fighter. I stand with the EFF. I support the African economy. We have to rise an economy for black people. We black people deserve better. We deserve good home. We deserve water. We deserve many jobs in Africa. We deserve every lifestyle that's being lived in Europe, in America. We deserve such lifestyle in Africa. So I stand for the economic freedom fighter of Africa. So I want you, my people, to support Africa, support your own race. Even if you're a millionaire, you're a billionaire, you think you're safe. No, you're not safe. If your people are not up, you can be up. Let me say it again. If your people are not up, you cannot be up. Who said that? I remember who, what is his name? Louis Farrakhan. Louis Farrakhan said that once. If your people are not up, you cannot be up, no matter how much money you have, no matter how millions you have in your bank account. So it's time we stand for black people. Your children are not different than a black child suffering in Africa. So it's time we stand for our race. It's time we stand for our people. It's time we support our people and say no to injustices that is happening in Africa. 70% of the land is occupied by the European people, by the white people who came to conquer Africa. 70% of the land is occupied by them, and also they are occupying most of the water. They are occupying most of the best land that you can farm, you can cultivate food, are occupied by them. Most of the cows and cattle and are occupied by white people. And you know what they do with it? They breed these cows, they breed this cow and they cultivate food and they sell it outside. They sell this food to America, they sell these cows to Europe, they sell these cows to anywhere across Africa, across the world, but except Africa. They sell these cows anywhere but except in Africa. Just imagine that. Our food coming from our land, coming from Africa, but African has zero access to it. Africa has no saying onto it, on this mineral. And the Namibian government is also so corrupted. So only us, the future of Africa, can stand up for Africa and actually change everything up. It is up to us to change everything, because if we don't, things will always go this way. Things will always remain this way forever. We're gonna see another decade of white supremacy. We're gonna see another decade of black suffering because we don't wanna do anything about it. So it's time we actually do something about it. I want you guys to check out this video of Namibia, and I'll be right back to say some more what I think about it.
This is how people live, left without land and without property. This is a camp for the poor within the city limits of Windhoek, also unfree land. There used to be a stadium here. The government relocated the homeless here during COVID and has left them here ever since.
Namibia need a revolution.
Amushalela campaigns among the poor, and there are a huge number of them in Namibia. He ventures into such slums where government officials don't even dare to go.
Do you guys have any medical services or anything?
Nothing. They don't even give us food.
Electricity? No water, no electricity?
Yes. Africa belongs to the African people, not anyone.
Maar daar het je heisse wat licht is. Het is een zoepak, laat die mensen zien hoe leven mensen. Come look at this.
But we cannot cook here.
These are not conditions to raise a baby.
Yeah. We are staying in a tent. We don't need a lot. We just need land. Since our parents, my mom died, she was applying for land, but she never got. We got raised here, there, here, there, here, there. We did not go to school because of the poverty that we lived inside. We were raised by the streets, me and my.
Assembly.
Is it possible to set up some gardens right here on this former stadium? In principle, theoretically, it might be possible because it's not concrete land. They need to water it, but there's not much water supplied by the city. Maintaining a garden with purchased water is completely unrealistic. Since they are city dwellers, they are thinking of getting a job at a car wash. In principle, it's quite normal. But the problem is that since they are clearly destitute, it's written all over them. They walk around in rags, in these torn rags. Nearby, all these neighborhoods have set up patrols to watch for strangers. As soon as he shows up there, near the car wash, they immediately grab him by the scruff and tell him to get out. And one of the residents of this camp showed us that he grows seedlings right here to sell to the city residents and somehow make ends meet. And he was convincing us that if he were given land somewhere in the village, he would thrive there as a florist. Maybe yes, maybe no, we don't know.
And the government. To produce myself, to do something for my own ends. You understand? Even these flowers, these that I'm making for myself, just to survive myself, you understand? To sell to the street, to the people.
That was the video of Namibia. You know, change will come from us. If we don't change, if we don't fight to change anything, nothing will change. So we must actually rise up and fight to change. We want to connect the African countries. All these African leaders, leaders and presidents can become prime minister. We want one leader of Africa. We want to come up with an emperor. Africa needs an emperor. Africa needs someone who want to run the whole thing. All these presidents you see in the countries, they can be prime ministers. They're no good. They don't know anything. They don't know how to manage or control or feed their own people. So they can be prime ministers. Africa needs a currency. Africa needs marketing. Africa needs to trade with each other. Africa needs banks. Africa needs... There's so much to do in Africa. Industries, electricity, houses. All that will be done if we have one leader, one president, one emperor. Africa needs an emperor. And every African country can have a prime minister. Let me say it again. Africa needs an emperor. Every African country can have a prime minister. Because this is time for a change. We want that change, and that change won't come with all these 54 presidents, with all these 54 military. They're just annoying and out of order. We need order in Africa. We need economic order. We need electricity. We need all that. And all that will happen only when there's order in Africa. And right now, Africa is out of order. Look at European country. We can look at European country and copy what they have. Everybody has done it. If we look at Russia, Russia didn't come up with a nuclear bomb. The nuclear bomb was invented by the American people. And then Russia looked at the American people and they adapted. China adapted. They all adapted, but Africans are the only nation that don't adapt. They don't want to adapt to nothing. They just want to stay in tribals. They just want to be pathetic and divided. It's time we also adapt, come up together and adapt. Look at other people and copy. We can copy what they have, the guns they have, everything they have. We can copy it and create our own nation. It's time we adapt to the new world. As myself, I stand with the EFF, the Economic Freedom Fighter. Let's stand for Africa and let's build the economy of Africa and build a better future for Africa. It will start from us. It will start from nobody else but us. If we don't stand today, Africa will continue to be the way it is. So it is up to us to stand up. This is our time.